Hello everyone, it's Hayley here. Today I'm going to be explaining how you can grow your inventory from absolutely nothing super fast, and I swear by these tips. I've used them twice before in the matter of like 3 months because I started Adopt Me around 3 months ago, and I did restart my inventory from absolutely nothing. And the first time I managed to get a giraffe, and this time I have a mega cow in maybe 2 weeks. My first and most crucial tip is to buy heaps of eggs. This one helped me so much. All I was doing when I first started Adopt Me, because I know I had a starter egg, I didn't trade my dog up. I just got accumulated more and more pets from the eggs. I just grinded for money. I wasn't a baby. I was just raising my pet, just having fun, and then buying eggs and then hatching them and then making neons at the time, and then just doing that over and over again until I had heaps of different pets. And I even got legendaries and managed to trade those up for better. I made a neon shark at the time, and then I was able to grow my inventory up from that, just from getting 4 legendaries. If you're starting from absolutely nothing, just raise yourself as a baby to earn money, buy a cracked egg, and then raise the pet that you get from a cracked egg. You might be lucky and get a dragon or a unicorn, and that would be so good for starting your inventory. But then just try and get as much money as you can, make $750, and then buy a mythic egg. Whatever egg is in the current Gumball machine, that's the one that you want to get. Don't waste your money on royal eggs or pet eggs. Just those 2 eggs. If you can, I just suggest getting the mythic eggs and steer clear from the cracked eggs unless you're going to spend a couple tens of thousands of dollars on hatching a legendary, because everything you get from the mythic egg is good. Even if you get a Sasquatch, a wyvern or Wolpertinger, anything that you get from the mythic egg, even if it's not a legendary, you can turn that into a neon and then trade that for a legendary pet or something really good. Especially at the moment, seeing people are after neon and mega of the mythic pets from what I've seen. Whereas if you're not lucky with the cracked egg, you could get a puma or a bunny or something as such that isn't as good. That would be not as desirable as if you hatched a Sasquatch or a Wolpertinger from the mythic egg. Hatching lots of eggs will help you accumulate a lot of pets, which can really get your inventory going, because then you have a lot to work with. If someone asks you to add or something, then you have room to add. You might have some neons that you've made that you could add to get a bigger pet, to help you to start growing your inventory. And say if you're making for example, a lower neon pet, say a neon crab, and you have a few common pets that you could trade for crabs to make a neon crab, that's where a lot of the lower tier pets in the commons that you've hatched from eggs really come in handy. You can choose to just accumulate a lot of pets through hatching eggs, trying to get your own legendaries, but if you are going the trading route and you're just wanting to trade up, you need to have a foundation, you need to have things to trade. So that's why buying eggs is one of the best things that I could recommend to anyone. My next tip, which has massively improved my inventory, was to get rid of my trash pets. I've traded my trash pets, such as not limited always in-game pets, for limited pets and make neons and megas of them. For example, I traded my penguins, lunar oxes, ladybugs, and other multiple common and rare pets. Sometimes I added gifts to make it fair for clownfish. And now I have enough to make 2 mega clownfish, which would have massively improved my inventory. I could probably get, I don't know what I could get, but I'm guessing maybe a couple of legendaries for the mega clownfish, which is a really easy way for trading your trash pets up to legendary pets just from making a mega. Another thing that I've found is making mega snow cats. A lot of people love mega snow cats and they will overpay. It's one of those pets, it's not really worth much, but it does look really pretty, and I found people would overpay for a mega snow cat just because they're really pretty. So you could trade your trash uncommon pets for snow cat and try and make a mega or a neon. Maybe you could try and trade that up, and that way you get rid of your trash pets and now you have a pretty decent pet. My next tip is to just not waste your money. When I was new, all I bought was these cars. I think they were the camper van and the smaller roofless car, and I would just try out new colors each time just to see which ones I liked and try and match my pet to the same car, which was kind of funny, but it wasted tens of thousands of bucks on cars, which I didn't need, and somehow every time I had a certain amount of money, I would need a new car. I don't know where the cars even went. I think I included them in trades, but yeah, this is definitely not a good thing, because even if you have a good car, people just wouldn't trade much for it, and cars are really difficult to trade, so definitely don't do that. I do, however, suggest using your bucks for a house renovation, just with something that makes you feel nice aging your pets. Just be creative with it and make it how you want it, just with a little pet room and whatever you want else in your house, and just make it so it's a nice place where you want to age your pets, and may have the basics such as a bed, a shower, a feeder, piano, and that's all you really need in your house. Put it different colors that you like. It can give you the motivation to just keep trying with your pets and keep going when you're in a nice space. And it's also really fun to create a house, and it's something that I've really liked. So it's one of my new hobbies on Adopt Me, and it's kind of kept me playing because repeating working for your pets and working for your pets, it can get boring after a while, but playing with houses is really fun. Never waste your money on gifts. It's just such a waste. Even if you get a legendary car, they're still just a pain to trade and their demands suck. So it's just bad to open gifts. And personally, I only open gifts through Star Rewards. I used to buy heaps of gifts, but I just don't suggest doing it, and it's just a waste of money. Just grab a couple before the gifts rotate, and grab heaps during the Christmas events and those holiday significant events. But when it comes to just the normal gifts, just don't buy them. But maybe get a few for future collecting. But yeah, just stay away from the gifts. It's just honestly such a waste of money. When it comes to petware, I'm a bit of a petware collector myself. Sometimes I see petware I like and I just can't help but buy petware that I like for my pet. But it is a waste of money, and you could be spending your money on something better. But if it is just a little bit of money, it's not that bad. And if you are a petware collector, or you have some cute items that you think that you could trade in the future for better items, sometimes people do overpay for petware items when it's not in the gift rotation, but don't realize that it's already in there. So you could try trading the petware and see if anyone offers for it. But if you're trying to make a profit off spending your money, then petware is just not a good place to spend it. As for strollers, stay clear. These ones are so expensive. If anything, trade an ultra rare pet or a good offer for a triple stroller. That way you have 3 spaces for a pet. It's the only reasonable investment when it comes to strollers. And you don't really need a stroller, especially if you only have one pet. So a triple stroller is really all you need, unless it's a rare stroller that you can get a good trade for. Don't buy any of the in-game strollers. So just don't buy any of them. As for potions, I suggest getting the cauldrons, the speed cauldron in particular, because you can trade the individual potions for good offers. I traded 9 for a Sasquatch, which costed me nothing because I had already gotten enough potions to pay off the cauldron itself. So these were just free potions at this point, and I did some other trades from the potions. They're a really good investment if you just want some low pets for them, and they virtually cost you nothing. You can also trade them to friends. I did trade them to my friends, and they were running around super fast, and I couldn't even see where they were going, so it was really cool. Don't go buying any of the potions up in the tower, because even years later, they're just not worth as much as you'd think. There was this whole hype around the water walking potions, but yeah, people just don't trade for them anymore, and that was a YouTuber hype thing. But you're going to have to wait years, and if you're going to wait that long of an investment, are you going to still even be playing in a couple of years? It's just such a long-term investment for 1,000 that you could probably buy a pet and then get more for that pet a couple years later than you would for one potion that someone might not even be interested in trading for. My next tip is to age your pets. I see a lot of people with only one pet out, maybe it's their dream pet, or just aging pets for no reason. When you're first starting off, you might not have a certain reason to age certain pets, which is fine to do that. You could always age cats and dogs or other pets that people typically trade for megas. They might overpay a bit because yours is aged and prefer to trade for yours. If you have unmade megas or neons, you just need to age them and get them out of the way. Try and trade them for better, or just keep them and enjoy them in rainbow form. If you love having your certain pet out, or maybe it's your dream pet, you can get an alt account and trade the pet that you need to raise to that account and have your favorite pet out as well. If that having your favorite pet not out stops you from aging certain pets, then that's the thing you could do. You could also trade one of the pets to an alt account and then raise one on your actual account and have 2 pets out at the same time when you invite them to family. My next tip is to do good trades. Some quick tips are to learn your values. You need to know what pets are in game, about when each egg came out. You need to know the order in which pets came out, what rarity they are. This helps you to avoid trading out of game pets for pets that you can still get, which is something I don't personally do, because if you can get it yourself without sparing a good pet, that's the smarter option in my opinion. I see a lot of new players just putting up everything they have for a pet, which can make it difficult to evaluate or guess whether or not they're over. But just try and trade your individual pets for a goal. For example, if you have 4 common pets and have a goal of a neon crab or a neon stingray, for example, say in chat, trading this for this. If no one answers after a while, switch servers, but you want to have goals and not just trading for no purpose. You need to be patient. A lot of people aren't about to get mad that you didn't accept their offer for your ox or another pet with little to no demand. People might not even want to offer it in the first place. You need to wait around for the perfect trade because it'll eventually come. Don't go accepting a bad offer just because you're desperate to get rid of it. Try and work on other things by raising your other pets and say in chat, trading this, and someone might come along and want to offer. That way you're growing your inventory by raising your pets and getting more money and trading at the same time. Another thing that helped me when I was new was just experimenting. Eventually you'll learn values and learn the game, but you shouldn't be hard on yourself for doing terrible trades. It happens and you'll recover, I promise. I mean, you learned it was a bad trade, so that's improvement. We all do terrible trades, but you learn from them, which is the main thing, and everyone starts off somewhere. The next thing is you need to learn about scams. I've come to realize that scammers will always be in Adopt Me. You just need to do your part to try and stay safe. I've seen less scams after more people know how to spot them. Watch a lot of videos on scams and make sure you can spot one for yourself. It can really help. There aren't that many scams, you'd be surprised because scammers aren't that creative, so learning about them won't take too much. Faded Plays is a great resource, and you can also search up types of scams on Adopt Me into Google to find out more. Another thing is to make sure you never beg for pets. It's not only scamming and irritating, but you aren't going to be given a shadow dragon or your dream pet, so you may as well just put in the work. Begging for stuff is the best way to never improve your inventory. I see a lot of people join the game, beg, and then leave, that's all, and I don't even know how beggars do it because it seems so boring. Last tip is just to make a lot of money. Money has the most potential in Adopt Me. You can get an alt to join for double the money, take advantage of double money weekends, age your pets while busy, just check on it every so often, offer to age other people's pets in-game through family, that way you get double the money. Never buy pets for cash or ever pay anyone's cash register unless you're doing it just to be nice. Usually it's a scam, and never sell any of your stuff for cash either. You could get accused of being a scammer or be scammed if they don't do their part of the offer. So that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed and found these tips very useful. It did take me a long time to make this video. It was 12 minutes long or about that long, and usually my videos, even the 4-minute ones, they take a couple hours. So if you enjoyed the video, let me know what you think down below and any video suggestions that you'd like to see in the future. And I also hatched this goldhorn today after 60 eggs, which was super crazy because, yeah, I was thinking that I was cursed, but luckily I got a legendary, which I'm very happy about. Also, I'm using my AirPods for this outro, so I hope that the audio quality in the future will be just as good as this. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Yeah.